Well, yesterday we talked about money, and of course, we're gonna continue and keep going a discussion about money. Just first of all, let's watch a video related to financial terms and, of course, about something like bank terms or vocabulary that you need to know. So let's watch this video, then we will talk about it, okay?
Okay.
Great. Just
Hello, you are very welcome to this English vocabulary lesson on banking terms. This is Learning English Pro, and my name is Jer. I'll be narrating your lesson today. I have already posted some basic vocabulary lessons on banking and money. The links for these videos are... Now it's time to sit back, relax, and learn some English with Learning English Pro. Our first banking term is credit transfer. And this is a direct payment of money from one bank account to another. Let's take a look at an example conversation. Can you send me the money by credit transfer? And the reply could be, I will transfer the money to your account straight away. Our next banking term also involves money leaving your account. Direct debit. And the definition is an arrangement made with the bank that allows a third party to transfer money from a person's account on agreed dates, typically in order to pay bills. Let's take a look at an example sentence. I pay my phone bill by direct debit every month. One more time. I pay my phone bill by direct debit every month. Our next banking term is standing order. And this is an instruction to a bank by an account holder to make regular fixed payments to a particular person or organization. You could say, I organized a standing order with my bank to pay my rent every month. Next up, I have a question for you. What are bank charges? Not sure? Well, to make a profit and pay operating expenses, banks typically charge for the services they provide. Let's take a closer look at this word charge, which is a noun, and the definition is a price asked for goods or services. A sentence example is, I get a lot of bank charges on my account. Something you may receive a bank charge on is an overdraft. This is a shortfall in a bank account caused by drawing more money than the account holds. When you are low on money in your account, some banks will allow you to spend more money than you have. When you have a balance of less than zero, we call this a minus amount. A sentence example could be, I have an overdraft on my account at the moment. Or we could use the adjective overdrawn. I am overdrawn on my bank account at the moment. Something else you can say is, I paid off my overdraft last week. Here we are using the phrasal verb paid off. And in relation to banking, paid off means the act of giving a bank or a person all the money that you owe them. Something else you could pay off is a loan. A loan is a thing that is borrowed, especially a sum of money that is expected to be paid back with interest. A sentence example is, I got a loan from the bank so I could go on a dream vacation. We can also use the verb to borrow. I borrowed some money from the bank so I could go on vacation. With bank accounts, there are generally two different types, a savings account or a checking account. A checking account is what they call it in America, and in British English it is called a current account. Let's take a closer look at a savings account. The definition is a bank account where you save your money. You could also say that savings accounts are designed for earning interest on your money. Now, I've just mentioned three important words: savings, save, and interest. So let's take a closer look at save first, and we'll come back to the other two. Save is a verb and it means to keep and store up something, especially money, for future use. In a sentence example, we could say, I save my money in my savings account every month. Let's move on to our next word, which is saving. This is the gerund or present participle tense of the verb save. As an example, we could say, I am saving my money. We also have a very similar word, which is a noun, savings. And this plural noun means the money one has saved, especially through a bank or official scheme. You could say, I keep my savings in my bank account. The next word we're going to look at is interest. So, what is interest? Let's take a look at the definition. Interest is money paid regularly at a particular rate for the use of money given as a loan or credit. There are two ways to think about interest. It is money the bank will charge you on a loan or on an overdraft. But it is also what we call the money the bank will pay you on savings and investments. So one person may say, my bank charged me a lot of interest on my overdraft, while another may say, I earned some money from the interest on my savings. Can you believe that brings us to the end of another vocabulary lesson? Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate your support.
Okay, well, we got familiar with some words related to bank and banking terms. So let me stop sharing and I want to ask you a question. Okay, why is it important to keep saving in bank accounts?
Because we will have amount of money when we need money to do something.
Okay, and now I want to ask you another question about loan. Okay, tell me about actually advantages and disadvantages of actually getting loan from the bank.
Advantages is we have money to do something we have to do right now. Like if we decide to investing to some business activities and we don't have enough money and the bank lend us, so it is advantages. In addition, we can use how to say, I mean money first. I mean do business first with the money from third party. And so this advantages we need to pay interest, of course. Yeah, yes. And we maybe the money not I mean maybe we don't use the money for the right thing or suitable ways. Maybe we lost money.
Yeah.
and we don't have another resource to pay interest and to back money to bank.
Yeah.
And maybe we will become cram. Cram. Yes.
Criminal, of course. Criminal person actually,
Yeah.
of course. Well,
And
right. Yeah. So,
I think
yeah, of course. And the next question, how do you pay your bills per month?
I will pay by transfers my money to bank account.
So, do you use
Or,
direct debit?
yes, if I have debate money, or maybe sometime I will pay by credit card.
Yeah,
It's
of
more.
course. Of course. Very good. Well, okay. Now let's get started on your book. Well, and go on with the rest of our units. Okay, so uh, we discussed the first word and actually answered these questions together. And now, actually, this is useful language, how to actually say the words and figures in English. So dealing with figures or numbers. Okay, let's learn how to say numbers and figures. Of course, it is really easy, and you can see. For example, when we have
Um,
years, okay, of course, there are different ways, not only these ways. We have to say, for example, years or numbers. Yeah, I'm not sharing. Sharing.
uh,
Can you hear me?
Sorry, I think our connection is bad, so I cannot hear you clearly. Hello, hello.
Hello, can you hear
Uh, it's still bad.
me? Okay, can you hear me?
Yes, okay now.
Okay, very good. So let me share the screen again. Okay. Well, okay, so how to say numbers and figures in English. Okay, as you can see, we have years. Of course, we normally actually say and pronounce the years in 2 by 2. For example, 1985, 1984. But if we have zero, of course, like this, we say 2006, 2006. So actually we can use and. Of course, you can say 2006, but 2006 is more common. And we have actually about decimals like this, for example, 16.5, 16.5, or 17.38%. Or 0.185. As you can see, if actually we have zero before decimal and after that we have a number, okay, we say the number one by one, or okay, just like, oh, you can say zero or not, okay. For example, zero or not, both are the same. 0.185, okay. And let me say something. For example, this word, okay? Look at, for example, this I wrote on the board, if you can see. Okay, for example, this. We normally say that it should be pronounced like, actually said like 485. Okay, this number, okay? But in American English, we normally say we separate 485. 485. So we normally actually say this number 485. Okay, but normally you hear that, okay, you should say 485, but you can say 485. Okay, so this is more common. Well, we have the next column about currencies. Okay, pound, euros, dollars, or yen. Okay, the first sign is pound, 3 pounds 15. So 3 pounds 15. And the second one, $7.80, $7.80. And actually the third one, 250 euros, 250 euros. And the last one, 125 yen. Okay, so you need to know the symbols. Okay, euro, pounds, dollar, and yen. And for bigger numbers, for example, like this, 3,560. Of course, we have British English or American English. In British English, they normally use and. In American English, we don't. For example, we say 3,560. This is American English. But if you say and, it's okay. Or 598,000, then 347. This is British English, and, but in American English, we say 598,347. As I told you, we separate actually number 3 by 3, then say them. And this one, 1,300,402. So as I told you, we separate them 3 by 3 and just pronounce. You can use and in British English or no, just say 3 by 3 in American English. And this one, the symbol 1 or a million, we normally say a million, $1 million, a million. Or BN indicates billion, 3 billion. This one, $7.5 billion, $7.5 billion. And this one, 478 million euros, okay? So 478 or 78 million euros. Okay, actually, there are the ways that you can say the numbers and figures in English. Do you have any questions?
Yeah. No, I can do it. Yeah, and but because I don't use it in real life much, so maybe I will forget if I need to tell anyone about
Of course,
figure.
yeah.
Yeah.
Of course. Actually, it's, books are a little different from, real life. When you actually have a normal conversation, daily conversation with people, normally natives. Okay, actually, they use different words.
Yeah.
You may not hear actually something like this, maybe easier and simpler words. Okay, but of course, this is the structure and the rules that you need to know and you need to learn books. Well, okay, business in brief. Okay, let's talk about, actually, I'm going to ask you a question about business. Really, what is business? Have you ever thought about it? The definition of business. Okay, we know that, okay, we can do something, selling, buying, I don't know, producing, manufacturing. So, but what is business?
Because business is related to development,
Mm-hmm.
increasing,
Mm-hmm.
and uh, growing and business. When we talk about business, it means uh, it make me feel it make us think about money.
Of
And
course, definitely yes, of course.
yeah,
And this is the concept and actually the uh, original definition of business, making money.
yeah,
We do anything to make money. Yeah. So
yes,
when you establish a company or doing a business or something like this, of course, what is the aim? Making money. So of course, business is making money. Very good. Well, we're going to listen to this to the audio. Then actually we'll talk about them. Just before I actually play the audio, let me explain something. Actually, two words maybe are a little challenging for you. The first one, a strengthen. Of course, this is ed, a strengthen, because this is past participle, okay? And but the verb is a strengthen, okay? It means become or make something stronger. Okay, this is the verb. And we have European prisons, okay? Prisons. Of course, prisons has different meanings, but here we can consider it as a company, European company, okay?
yes,
Well, ready to listen? But there
yes.
is no other word. Okay, so let's listen to the audio together. And okay, 5-1.
Unit 5. Money. Recording 5.1.
Yahoo has strengthened its European presence with a €475 million acquisition, that's a $578 million acquisition of Kelku, the French-based online shopping service. The European online retail market is forecast to grow to €107 billion in the next 3 years. The Nikkei 225 average climbed 0.7% to 11,364.99, while the Topix index rose 1.2% to 1,145.95. Banking shares benefited most, with Mizuho jumping 5.6% to 437,000 yen, SMFG rising 4.7% to 752,000 yen, MTFG gaining 7.9% to close at 1,050,000 yen, and UFJ up 4.2% to 646,000 yen.
Okay. Well, actually, this audio track was about figures and numbers. Okay, if you listen again, can you write the numbers and symbols in full? Or could you? Yeah, do you think you can or no?
Maybe I can, but
Oh,
he he speak fast.
too fast. Of course, I know. I will help you. So let me help you. Okay, let's listen. I can do something. Let's try it. Just listen.
Unit 5. Money. Recording 5.1.
Yahoo has strengthened its European presence with a €475 million acquisition.
Okay, the first number.
475.
Very good. Just tell me the symbol in a dollar or pounds or euro.
Uh, how?
Okay, you heard pound. Very good.
That's a $578 million.
But I thought it was euro. I don't know. I'm not sure, but I need to. I think I heard euro. Okay, so let me check. Yeah, 400. No, this is 300. Okay, let's keep going.
Dollar acquisition of Kelku, the French-based online.
The second one,
$578.
million. dollars, you know, million, of course, dollars.
Yeah.
Okay, and
I just
Online
focus
shopping
on
service.
the number.
yeah, of course. Okay.
The European
Okay.
online retail
What? Do you want to say something?
No.
Okay, so just keep going.
market is forecast to grow to 107 billion euros in the next.
Okay, how much?
107.
Billion
The
euros. Billion euros. Just try to write BN. It means billion and euros, of course. Well, great. The next one.
3 years. The Nikkei 225 average climbed 0.7% to 11,364.99, while the Topics index
Okay.
long. Very long.
The first one. Of course, the first number. Percent. Okay. Give me the percentage.
Right. 225, but not point.
Yeah.
No, I didn't hear.
Of course, let's do this again. So just
1,364.99. 25 average climbed 0.7% to 11,364.99.
okay. Could you?
No.
So let me say again. Okay. Okay. Not 0.7% to 11,364.99. So 11,364.99. Get it?
Hmm.
It was a
11.
little, yeah, it was too long to write. I
Yeah.
know.
I
But
just
it's okay.
hear point 99.
It's okay. It was too fast. I know. Okay, let's keep going.
While the Topics index rose 1.2% to 1,145.95.
Okay, I think you couldn't.
Yes, I couldn't.
Okay,
But
so
more clearly than before. 100, 1,100.
yeah, great. So wait. You need to listen again. Just wait.
4.99, while the Topics index rose 1.2% to 1,145.95.
So
Oh, 100 and 1,045.95.
so 1,145.95. Very good. 95. Very good. Okay.
Banking shares benefited most, with Mizuho jumping 5.6% to 437,000 yen.
Okay. Percentage.
5.6%.
Percent and two.
No?
Okay, two. The number. The next number.
I didn't.
Okay, so let's see. Okay.
Shares benefited most, with Mizuho jumping 5.6% to 437,000 yen.
Oh, for 437,000 yen.
Excellent. Very good.
SMFG rising 4.7% to 752,000 yen.
Okay, and
432,000 yen.
okay, just I heard no 704.7% to 752,000. Yeah.
Seven,
Okay. Yeah.
730. No? 7.
752,000.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
MTFG gaining 7.9% to close at 1,050,000 yen.
Okay, so
1,050 1,050,000.
very good. 1,050,000 yen. Very good. And the last one?
And UFJ up 4.2% to 646,000 yen.
Okay, the last one?
646,000 yen.
Very good. And do you remember about percentage?
4.2.
Very good. 4.2%. That was great. Yeah, of course, you could make it. Very good.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's learn some vocabulary. Financial terms. Of course, we learned vocabulary about banking terms and now financial terms. Okay, let's match the definition 1 to 6 with the financial terms. I want you to guess. Okay, so let's guess, then we can do it together. Well, the first one, of course, is clear. Money owed by one person to or organization to another person or organization is debt. A B is not pronounced, okay? So debt. And number 2, let's guess. Would you read?
A period of time when business activity decrease because the economy is doing badly.
Decrease.
Periods when business decrease. I think it is a stock market.
No. Actually, B, recession. Recession means decrease. They're synonyms. So when we say recession, it means decrease. A period of time when business activity decreases because the economy is doing badly, it means actually the business recession. Okay?
Yeah.
Very good. Number 3.
Difference between the selling price of a product and the cost of producing it.
Is
I know the meaning, but
okay,
it's
let me help. Of course, you don't know. Of course, there are some actually definitions, so maybe actually they're a little confusing. So difference between the selling price of a product and the cost of producing it is called gross margin. Gross margin.
Oh.
Yeah, of course.
Because I don't think so. I mean, I can understand the meaning of definition, but the financial term.
Yeah. Okay, of course you don't know. Of course you shouldn't because they're new, so you can learn them. Okay, so and let me say something. Sometimes some words have actually the definition close to their meanings, but sometimes the use of one word can be really different from the meaning, actually the original meaning. So especially when actually we're talking about a special category like business, so they can have different meanings. So it's a little confusing and actually challenging to match the definition and the words.
Yes.
So let's do the next one. What is?
The next one is stock market.
Okay, so of course, a place where company shares are bought. Yeah, very good. And number 5.
Five is investment.
Okay, and the last one's investment, of course, and the last one equal parts.
The last one is share.
Okay, sure, of course, very good. Well, now let's match the sentence holes. Okay, earning per share are a company's profits divided by the number of its shares. Okay, now let's match them. And a forecast is?
Forecast is um, um, a description of what is likely to happen in the future.
Very good, of course, it's something like prediction. Of course, very good. And the next one?
Bankruptcy is E, when a person or organization is unable to pay their debt.
Very good, that's of course. And the next one?
A dividend is um, a dividend is a part of profit. A dividend is money which business receive from selling goods or service. Hello. I can hear you.
I'm here. Okay, I'm here. Sorry. I was
Okay.
talking. Okay, so first you were right. Okay, because you chose A. A dividend is a part of the profits of a company paid to the owners of shares. This means dividend, of course. So first you chose the correct answer, but then you changed it. Okay, and 5?
Pre-tax profits are the money the money a business makes before payment to the government.
Of course, because we have pre-tax, it means before.
Yeah.
Yeah, very good, before payment. And revenues or?
Revenue money a business receive from selling goods or service.
Okay, very good. Well, now let's do something. Of course, we can complete this tag by this text, but I want you to do something. I want you to briefly talk about your business, your actually workplace, your job, and try to use, a few of these maybe words and phrases in order to describe your job and your, I don't know, your company or something like this. Can you?
I'm not sure, but maybe you can guide me some like a present about like
For example, I don't know, for example, what your company is, and of course if you produce something, if your company produces something or no product goods, or for example you can say about gross margin. Okay, so you can use, for example, you can say actually there is a huge difference between the selling price of our products and the cost of producing it. So for example, in the market and the cost of producing it in the company. So if you want to buy something, it's better to buy goods from company, not from market. So something like this. This is a definition of gross margin. Actually, I want you to do this in order to memorize the meaning of these words. And so let's use them. You can use definitions. For example, make some sentences using these definitions or words.
Yeah. In fact, I need time to organize the sentences. Like,
Oh,
because I ever told you before, my company is in financial field. Yeah,
so
and
it's a
we provide life insurance product to Vietnamese people. Mm, we we uh, we receive their money, and we use we we investment to
in
some I mean we use their money to investment
to
uh,
invest.
to invest.
Invest. Yeah,
Yeah,
investment is
invest
noun. Invest is verb. So,
to invest to some other industry, like we can open saving account, and we receive the interest from bank, and we also invest to real estate,
yeah.
some I mean some or uh, and mm, and security
hmm
market.
Of course. And now let me ask you a question about investment. Okay. Now, what is the best thing to invest actually, in order to make money? So, what is the best investment, or for example, what is the best thing to invest in to make money? You think, of course. And preposition for invest is in. So we invest in something. Okay? Invest in.
Yes, but I'm thinking about your question. You mean the best?
Yeah, of course, the best. For example, technology, social media, or for example, I don't know, something like medical products, something like this. What is the best thing to invest in?
Because we need to control the risk. I mean, risk management. We we we, we need control it to I mean we need to keep safe with money from customer. So we just invest in
Mhm.
some safely safely uh, product like uh, like bonds of government,
Bonus?
bonds bond of
Yeah.
governments,
Mm-hmm.
and saving money in a big bank,
Yeah.
I bank of government,
Mm-hmm.
because we have to control the risk.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
some other industry is very risky
Tricky,
to
of course. Yeah, of course. Well, and the last question, just, I promise this is the last question. Okay, what does business forecasting involve? You think? Or just give me your opinion. What does business forecasting involve?
forecasting.
Yeah, of course, business forecasting. Now, what does business forecasting involve?
Um, mm, I just think I just I'm translating your question. What? What? I mean,
Well,
I don't really understand the meaning of question.
of course, actually, let me change my question. What should be included in a business forecast? Okay, so
Oh,
what do we need
yeah.
to predict? Yeah,
I think before we invest in any industry, we need to do some research, and we need to know about the um, environment, economic, and policy of government,
yeah,
and um, I mean the customer needs it.
hmm,
Uh,
yeah, I got it.
I think I just told you about research.
Course. So you mean we need to do some research before investment in any actually business in order to actually have more accurate information and data about, for example, the process and the advantages maybe, or profits maybe. So something like this.
Yes, I think so.
Yeah.
And
Hmm. And policies.
policy of government, because in Vietnam,
Yeah.
economic in Vietnam we change policies very fast,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
and sometimes market orientation is changed very fast.
Yeah, it's changed very fast. Yeah, I got it. So actually, a government policy can be really actually can be changed really quickly. So you need to actually monitor everything in
Yeah.
order to, yeah, get new and the last information about new policies. I got it. So very good. Well, we have a text here. Okay, do you have any questions about the definition, the meaning of this word, something that actually you didn't catch or you need me to explain more?
No, I can find out after. Just one vocabulary here is for dividend.
Dividend.
Yeah,
Okay.
I will
Yeah.
check later.
Okay. Yeah, of course, a part of the profits of a company paid to the owners of shares, you know. So of course,
I
for
know the
example, when I
meaning.
buy, you know, when I have shares
Yeah,
of a company, I need to be paid, you know. So
yeah,
this is dividend.
yeah.
So, and this is the reason that why I actually invest in something, a company, a business, because you know I can have some shares and of course I can be paid.
Yeah.
Well, okay, we need to complete this report with the terms from exercises A and B. Of course, if we can do this. So let's do this. Okay, if you have time,
Yeah.
let's read and try to do it together.
Okay. In our home market has been another excellent year. Pre-tax profits are up by 23 million pound, and the
Next quarter, we need to guess for the next quarter. So
mm, mm, next quarter.
yeah, it's something in the future. So we need to predict. What's the synonym?
Mm, mm, I think is revenues.
Again, the for the next quarter, it means the prediction. You know, for the next quarter, we are talking about something in the future that we need to predict, we need to guess. So what word can be the synonym?
Uh, Synonym with depth.
Synonym with prediction. You know, we act, as you can see, you know, let me explain something. When we have a sentence statement and we're going to actually fill in the blanks, we need to pay attention to the sentence. Let me show you. Okay, to the sentence after and maybe before. Okay, now before this we have comma, so I don't need it. So after blank, after gap, I have for the next quarter is equally good. What for the next? It's something like prediction, something that we predict for the next quarter is really good. So what is the definition, the synonym of prediction? Can I say forecast?
Okay.
Yeah, get it?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. So I need to
Ah,
keep this
yeah,
word.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, of course. So you need to pay attention to the sentence after and before the
Mm,
gap so that you can figure out what word is actually more appropriate for this gap. So of course, I will keep this one, you know, we will talk about it and I want we to do this together. So I don't want you to do this at home. Don't. Just study the words and next session we will do the sport together, okay?
okay. Yeah.
Great.
The still because I don't remember exactly the meaning of the new vocabulary, so that's
Yes.
why I
Of
cannot
course, you need to
read.
study, you need
Yeah,
to read. Of
yeah.
course. So
Okay.
just, you know, try to practice and try to
Yes.
use them. Not, you know, let me say something. Don't memorize the words. Don't try to memorize any words because actually it doesn't work. Just try to use them. For example, if I learn three or more words, okay, the session today, let's use them. Make some simple, you know, actually simple, easy sentences, statements in order to use them. When you use something, actually you can memorize it actually in the best way. So don't need to memorize, just try to use. Okay? The next session we will do this part together again.
Yes. Thank you. Yeah.
You're welcome. Have a really good night. And
Yeah.
see you next session.
Yeah. See you later. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Welcome. Goodbye.